Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here in Cincinnati. The return team.
On 2.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go play action for Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Nice catch here by the young rookie tight end, Eric All. Looking back to college, Mike, it's really been the injuries. It's been a torn ACL, back surgery in 22. Because as far as the skill sets involved to play tight end in the NFL, he can really do it all. He is a well-rounded, true inline wide tight end. If he can show the Bengals that he's healthy and he can remain on the field, I think there's a lot of things he can do to play impact on this Bengals offense going forward his rookie season.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Brown. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now a man who made the move inside the division, it's Saquon Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Still going. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big connection with Burrow and Higgins. That gains an even 60 yards. They bring Chase in motion. They'll try to run this one in. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. His 6th touchdown now for the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Saquon Barkley. And tell you what, he's gotten off to a fast start here. I mean, think back week 1, new team with the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil. He starts off the 2024 season with 3 touchdowns, so it did not take him long to make his presence felt, and I think he's in store for a big year, Mike.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play.
That's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
McPherson, good on the extra point. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here we go. Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. He's got it at the 7. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Open man downfield is Smith. A gain there of 27 yards. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Bengals are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll run here with Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibach. Give them 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's first and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go. Now Brown. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's going to tuck it and go.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Now a 3rd and 2. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
This is caught at the 2. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Well, I can promise you one thing. That's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. That is caught, and he's in. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts to the air on first down. And this will be incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Hurts will try it again. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Higgins sent in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll try to run for it. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On the ground, it's Brown. Finds room inside the 40. And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Whoa! And that, a thing of beauty. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They bring Chase in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Burrow here on second down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They pick up 17 through the air. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that'll be a pickup of 3. to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there, and it'll bring up second down. To throw is Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. So the big play gets them down close. And now it's first and goal. That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion. Eagles 29. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Now the replacement for Joe Mixon, it's Zach Moss. And he is going to be stuffed well behind. Scrimmage, that play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one.